And through the magic of the Star Trek teleporter, we are back here in Needham, back with the Sunday Roundtable and a special edition of OTR. Joining us is Democratic political analyst Marianne Martian, Republican political analyst Rob Gray. Thanks for joining us, guys.
So you just saw the interview that we did with Congressman Joe Kennedy in Washington earlier this week. Is he ready to run against Markey, Marianne? And are his arguments articulating the differences between him and Markey, are they convincing?
Well, voters clearly think he is. Look at the lead he has in the polls. One-on-one, he's got a 14-point advantage. But this election is about change. Voters are looking for change. They want the best person who can not only take on Trump, but fix everything that he has broken. And that's a big advantage for Joe Kennedy. And that's the contrast you heard him make in your interview, the case he made. He's basically saying to Ed Markey, we're working on the same problems you've had 40 years to fix. Why should you get another 6 years when I've done so much in 6?
Should he be more blank about that? Should he be more articulate about that?
And Rob knows this. I mean, in any campaign, you start broad and more positive. Those contrasts will get sharper and sharper passing months.
Were you convincing by that? Were you convinced by his arguments, Rob?
Well, I was just going to say, I don't think he said that clearly. So I think his argument is a work in progress. This is chapter 1 of the campaign. A lot of the contrast will probably come in advertising between him and Markey. But I thought his 1, 2, 3 arguments seemed a little bit too practiced, not natural at this point. But he got better at the end of the interview.
He had a couple of those, too. He did 1, 2, 3 at the beginning, and then again 1, 2, 3. So obviously that was
what I'm supposed to say.
Right,
this
exactly.
is the script as opposed to speaking
I
from
want to
the
touch
heart.
on something you just brought up, money. They both have roughly $4 million right now in the bank to get, each candidate has that in the bank to use it. How do you predict the spending in this race is going to go?
Well, there's going to be a ton of it, first of all.
A lot more than $4 million.
A ton of it.
I mean, you're going to be well north of $20 million between these two candidates, easy, and then you're likely to get third parties coming in, and that's the wild card because we don't know how much that spending is going to be. Ed Markey is wildly swinging, even though it's the first round of this fight. He's already throwing everything into it, expending all his energy. He may be up spending on advertising soon. He may have to.
Can you
Is this
imagine?
going to be 20 million plus, do you think?
In a primary fight.
Oh, well, no, the primary is the general election. It's wire to wire, September to September. Let's remember, Elizabeth Warren, Scott Brown was a $68 million fight. The Florida Senate race this last cycle, $200 million. I think this could, if it goes the whole way, Markey stays all the way in, $100 million race.
If he can keep bringing it in, though, Markey, that's the thing, right? I mean, $4 million, we look at that, it's not a big amount to have in your bank account.
But he'll call on outside interests to help him out in all those endorsements.
Which leads me
with the third parties,
Which leads me to my next question. As I pointed out in the interview, his father, the former Congressman Joseph Kennedy II, still has nearly $3 million in the bank. So how likely do you think this, Marianne, that the money will somehow surface in this campaign for his son?
Well, Joe Kennedy doesn't need his father's money. But if it ever did surface, it would be in an independent expenditure of some sort.
Do you think it would happen?
I have no idea.
What do you think?
I mean,
Rob?
my advice would be to keep it out because he wants this race to be not about the Kennedys versus Markey, but him as an individual against Markey.
$3 million's nothing.
And it's not a lot of money.
No. The next item is endorsements. Senator Warren, and let's start with Senator Warren. Joe Kennedy says that he was still campaigning for her in New Hampshire. She has still endorsed Senator Markey. Marianne, could you see her changing her mind?
No. I mean, she endorsed Markey 7 months before Joe Kennedy got into this race, and she's smart not to rescind it because in a presidential campaign in particular, people want to know you keep your word, that they can trust you. If she's got to stand by her endorsement of Markey, but she goes out of her way to say really nice things about Joe Kennedy.
What do you think, Rob?
Well, I think this is probably one of the weakest endorsements that's out there. I agree she's going to stand by it. But, I mean, she's endorsed Ed Markey, but it's as thin as the paper it's printed on. I mean, she's not going to put her organization to work for Ed Markey. She's not going to go stand in front of the cameras for Ed Markey. Right. So she's really playing it both ways, even though she'll keep her word on it.
Well, she's running for president. Why would she get involved?
So there are 2 other declared candidates in this primary race, attorney Shannon Liss Reardon and businessman Steve Pemberton. Do you think they're going to be significant factors in this race, Rob?
Well,
or will they even stay in, I guess?
Before Kennedy got in, maybe they were supporting actors. I think now they've been relegated to bit players and probably won't be in the race very long.
Marianne, you think that's, do you agree with him?
Yeah, I mean, I was at the convention last Saturday, and Shannon Liss Reardon got a little attention because she's up there with a sledgehammer, but nobody really paid any attention to them. It's hard to imagine they'll be able to stay in this race.
So should Joe Kennedy win this Senate race, then it'll open up a hole in the 4th. Who moves in there?
Well, there are already 3 candidates everybody's talking about. Deb Goldberg's already filed with the FEC, and making, exploring that. Jessie Mermelth resigned from the Alliance for Business that she ran. She's clearly way deep into organizing it. State Senator Paul Feeney from the southern part of the district is certainly looking at it too.
Any Republicans you think will join this race, that race for the 4th?
I doubt it. I mean, it's cupboard's pretty bare for Republican candidates here beyond the corner office of governor.
We continue on the record. Stay with us.